Welcome back to Soju Bros. This, of course, is Nick.
I'm Ben.
And I'm Peter.
Today, we're going to talk about, cultural differences between Australia and Korea.
Yes, and also a lot of issues are hanging out in here.
Yeah, we are gonna free chat, and then it's been ages. Like we get together only 3 people without guests.
Yeah, it's been a while.
That's true.
I'm so glad to see you guys again.
Of course.
Yeah. So, how have you been?
How have you been?
Yeah.
Good.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
If you say good, I have nothing to tell anymore.
Other than it being super hot all of a sudden.
Yeah, all of a
It
sudden.
was 30 degrees the other day. I missed the snow.
You miss snow.
Yeah.
The difference between your outfit there now and the couple months before, one jacket. Like,
Yeah.
how you can endure those cold? Like, it's crazy.
I've just always done it. I like it. It's easy to handle when it's actually snowing because, you're getting something for the cold feeling.
Right.
Like, where I'm from, it snows so rarely, and when it does, it's only, like, a tiny little bit. So it's just cold for no benefit.
So
I miss it.
there's no big difference between winter and summer dress code of you.
Not really, no.
I think he can endure the cold because under 15 Celsius or something, like minus
Yeah.
15 Celsius, he just put on the one jacket. and
One
that's
jacket,
it.
that's light jacket.
Life jacket.
Yeah, my ancestors are from the Highlands.
You're the mountain guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, the climate diverse is crazy. The difference between the temperature in each
Yeah.
climate in here is crazy. That's why many Koreans spend lots of money for buying clothes.
Yeah, everybody has those super long jackets.
Yeah.
Go down to their ankles.
Right.
We call it long padding. It's like
Long
a long
padding.
padded jacket.
Long
yeah.
padding, long padding jacket.
They're expensive, though.
Yeah.
I was going to buy one. It was like $800.
Yeah, it's kind of expensive in here.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah. So there's a exact number, that angle number, which is like you can decide you are poor or not based on how you spend your money for food, because the percentage of your expenditure of the food is a lot, then you're poor, right? But it doesn't count in here because
Yeah.
foods, livings, and clothings is very expensive in here.
Yeah. And they are essential things for us too.
Right.
And food's got to be cheaper here than in Australia. I used to, when times got tough, I would just starve myself for a couple of days just to make bills easier.
Just enduring the starving
Yeah.
without any foods.
Yeah.
Because previously we drink each of the bottle by us, and then Nick told us that he only have a meal in the nighttime.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've gotten so used to it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
He didn't eat lots of things today. Yeah.
Yeah, I ate 2 lettuce leaves.
But I
Bit of a
think
waste.
Nick is a fairy.
prior to this podcast, we drank 3 bottles of soju, and I got a little bit tired, but it's okay. Break
You
up
got tired?
a
Really?
little bit.
Oh,
I got more energy.
yeah, he's lying, because based on my personal experience for his alcohol tolerance, it's he's super fine. Yeah, don't
Yeah.
worry. Yeah, no worries.
I think you need more.
Okay.
I'm disappointed I didn't get to the snow this year. I really wanted to get to the snow in Korea.
Snow in
See what
Korea.
it's like.
But snow is kind of like a common, isn't it?
Yeah.
Uh,
It's so much cheaper here. I didn't realize how many ski resorts there were.
Huh?
I didn't realize how many ski resorts there were around the country. There's heaps.
Right.
And heaps of them have, a lot of the hotels have casinos in them.
Mm.
That blows my mind a bit.
But the problem is in here we don't really have many casinos in the ski resort, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because like the casinos is only allowed in only one place in Korea for
Cheongsan.
the civilians in Gangwon-land in
Yeah.
Korea.
The Koreans can go to, yeah.
Yeah, but I know that a lot of different casinos in here for foreigners only for
Yeah.
yeah.
I feel like it'd be mostly for Chinese.
Right, mostly for Chinese. That's why like they put on like a gold
Yeah.
color and a red color for.
It's the same in
Chinese.
Australia.
Oh really?
Like you play like Baccarat
Hmm.
and things.
Baccarat.
Yeah. Like went to the Melbourne casino. They had
Hmm.
one massive room that was just Baccarat. And like 100% Chinese people.
They're rich.
Yeah.
Yeah, Chinese are rich.
And you can get earn money. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Chinese are everywhere.
Yeah.
Everywhere, and they have lots of money.
You guys haven't been to Macau, have you?
No, we never.
I've never been to.
I guess if you don't gamble, there's not much point.
No,
It
I
would
want
just
to
be-
try gamble.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
that's
would be
why
good
I
just for
told
the
you like I
spectacle.
want to go to Las Vegas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got to go to Vegas. Only bad thing about Vegas is the resort fees.
Mm.
It's like what you pay for the hotel isn't how much it costs. Like once you get there, it'll be like $30 a day.
Really?
Yeah, that they don't tell you about until you get there.
Wow.
Yeah, it's bullshit.
So they can. It's like the cost is they can say whatever they want, right?
Yeah.
They can ask for the cost based on your outfit or like everything, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
Crazy.
Yeah. That and the ATM fees.
Ah.
It's like $16 plus
Wow.
just to use the ATM. So I thought I was being smart by only taking out like a few hundred at a time.
Mm.
Because I'm shit at gambling, I was using them all the time. Cost myself a fortune.
Then you want to go back?
Yeah. I mean, I think it's gone downhill a little bit,
Mm.
but I'd rather go to Macau.
Why
Does-
Macau?
Yeah, it does 7 times the revenue.
Mm.
And just like the history of the place is really interesting.
Yeah, it was run by Portugal, right?
Hmm.
Portugal.
And I
Yeah.
think there's still a lot of like mafia influence in
Ah,
Macau.
you like that
Yeah.
things, right?
Yeah. Everyone in Vegas says, like that's been there for a long time, they said in the mafia run days it was better.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Not only government, the mafia run better, right?
Yeah.
This I heard that especially in Mexico, like Mexico, many some places are actually run by government, but to be honest, they are run by mafia. Some places, some
Wow.
regions, yeah,
Like the cartels.
yeah, the cartels are running the places, and that's why like the mayors sometimes when they elected, and they always say like I will finish this mafia thing, and then after
Such bullshit.
they finish their mayor time, they get killed and then hanged in the streets. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, like the current lady, something like 38% of the other candidates have been
Mhm.
assassinated.
Yeah, I saw the articles like that. Yeah, it's crazy.
All the Mexico.
Huh?
Because Mexico listeners can listen to our podcast.
Yeah,
Me gusta Mexico.
yeah. I want to go to Mexico one day. Yeah, I really like
For gambling.
No, I like tacos.
Oh, tacos. Yeah.
I like mamacita.
The girls.
But how about going to like a Korean casino which is located in Jeongsan, Gangwon-do?
You
I'd
have
like
been
to,
there?
yeah.
No, you want to? Like,
Yeah, I haven't been there.
Jesus, we should go to trip to Jeongsan or like Gangwon district.
For
Yeah.
gambling or skiing?
Both.
Skiing, I don't know, but maybe like there's a beach side near, so we can visit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, go to, because I told you like I spent my army time in Yangyang, which is in Gangwon-do. It's just
Yeah.
like east side of the Korean peninsula, and the casino is not really far from there, so we can rent a car and go to
That's good
Gangwon-do
trip,
and
yeah,
go,
you can.
Yeah,
go
we
to a
should.
beach side and do like water. Go to beach and then visit to Jeongsan.
Yeah.
We can do anything.
As I know, there is like a limit for gambling in Jeongsan.
Oh, really?
Legally, yeah.
Like
What
limit
sort of
for the
limit?
day?
Yeah, maybe.
What do you mean? Like how much money you spend?
Yeah.
What?
Korean style, maybe.
But there's no Koreans in there.
Yeah, Korean people can enter there.
Only there.
Only there,
They-
one place in
Oh,
Jeongsan.
that one.
The only legalized casino in Korean.
In High One.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, you
Yeah,
know
yeah.
that. You know
Yeah,
that. Yeah,
But there is a limit. Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah,
that makes sense.
yeah.
Okay.
But gambling is not my thing, so I don't know well. Yeah.
How about the beach play? Like go to like seaside.
Sorry.
Go to a seaside. Like look
Seaside.
around the beach.
Yeah.
Swimming. Is this your thing?
Yeah, it's my thing. Yeah.
Put on sunglasses and then look around the girls.
Because no. Because why strong sunlight? Yeah. I hate strong sunlight, so I like wearing glasses.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Only for that?
Yeah, only for that. There's no more reason for wearing sunglasses. Yeah.
Right.
Why are you laughing, Negan? Peter.
I wouldn't mind going to the casinos here in Seoul.
In Seoul.
Yeah, there's a couple of nice looking ones.
Mm.
I'd be curious to see what they're like. But I don't want to go on my own.
But those places only allowed for foreigners, right?
Mm.
Mm. Because like last time I visited to in Incheon, there's a like Paradise City resort. There's in Incheon, and then I look around the places with my family, and I find out there's a casinos in there.
Mm.
But there's only allowed
Yeah,
for foreigners.
foreigners,
Yeah.
There's lots of casinos for foreigners in Korea.
Yeah, there's heaps. I was surprised. Like even in Busan, it was just a hotel. Like it wasn't a big fancy one. It was just a hotel with a casino in the basement.
Yeah. So like many not a 5-star hotel, but they also run their own casinos in there,
Yeah.
right? Like I think that's their main business to get the money.
Yeah, it makes so much money.
Just like Paradise City and Inspire
Yeah.
Resort in Incheon is in Incheon, which means that not far from the Incheon airport, and
Yeah.
many foreigners are
And it's close to
in
Seoul
there,
too,
so like maybe they can visit casinos more. Yeah.
Yeah, if I have like a layover
Yeah,
in Korea.
yeah, layover and what's here, and then they do get some
Yeah.
gambling in there. Yeah.
6 hours casino back on the plane.
But the funny thing is, casino is not allowed for civilians in Korea. I mean, for Koreans in Korea. But when I was in high school, there's a like a ceremony for like a
Mhm.
celebrating day for high school students, and then each of the circles, the parties, they open their own booth for the
Yeah.
ceremony, and our booth was a casino.
What?
You remember that, right?
Yeah, but I've never experienced your
Booth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How did you get away with that?
Basically, teachers allowed it because like my circle was like a economy circle, like learning economy articles, like those circles. And then when the like a ceremonial day, like a school ceremonial day, each of the circles are allowed to open their own booth. That's why they have own classes. So this district, you can do whatever you want. And then our
Yes.
circle's plan was opening a casino, but just open a casino will be like teachers will say no, you cannot. So we plan to make a economy casino. Like before you get entrance, you have to at least you should be like very helpful for your learning, right? So like we should you have to pay 500 won to entrance this booth, and then you have to read those economical articles at least, and then casino happens, and then we give 10 chips for each of the players, and there's a blackjack and roulette, and there's a BB gun shooting.
Mm.
Yeah, so I
That's
was
awesome.
a dealer of the roulette, and then the funny thing is I didn't know any rules, but the teacher told me how to
Really?
do it. Like
Wow.
so so each of the players can bet on like numbers, colors, and anything else. So basically, I told you like each of the entrants they pay 500 won for each person, so they get 10 chips. And then when they sit down to play the roulette, I get 3 chips from them, and then give them 20 chips for the roulette game.
Okay.
And then they're betting their chips for the roulette. It was so funny. That's why even the 500 won per person, and we earned 500,000 won.
Mm-hmm.
What?
And then we or after the ceremony we earned that money because I was like a person who take care about the money. And I told my circle leader that we have this amount of money, we can do anything. And then we ordered some pizza in the
Wow.
circle time. No, in the Korean high school we have circle time, you know. And we ordered some pizza, and then after that we asked some people who can participate, and then we go to Sinchon, and we had like a pork belly, and then like
That's awesome.
it was high
Samgyeopsal.
school, so we cannot drink, so it's a coke, and yeah.
I'm amazed they didn't like stir up something in you and like start your own underground gambling
I
ring.
didn't know that. So yeah, he created income in the dark side.
But
Yeah.
no, in dark sides, like you were also like a
I opened the cafe.
cafe
and,
in the
and
your,
sold,
your
sold
booth was
coffee
cafe,
and
right?
beverage. I was pure man. What?
Wait a minute, like,
That is amazing.
I have a.
What do you want to show?
I before this wallet,
Yeah.
I had like these cards for like a promotion of our high school ceremonial day, because in Korea high school ceremonial day, other high school students can also visit that
Oh,
day.
okay.
So our school was the only high school of boys and girls, like both genders,
Yeah.
like in high school, because like near our high school many schools are like boys high school, girls
Oh.
high school.
Yeah.
So it's like our high school was the only
Co-ed school.
coexist
Co-ed
high
school,
school. So many high school students kind of like curious, and I want to go there because and also our at that time it was like a first ceremonial event
yeah.
that held by our school.
For outsiders.
Okay.
Yeah, our side. So many high school students near this region are very curious on a visit, and then my circle opened the
That'd be like the best day ever for high school
yeah,
students.
because we also suited up with the shirts, white shirts, and the black
Yeah.
black ties, and then black pants.
Yeah.
And it was a good time.
That's so cool.
You change it to be a sexy man.
What?
He so should have started an underground gambling thing.
Underground gambling. The funny thing is, like, they give us time to prepare for before the day, and then we put on, those papers. Color papers,
Yeah.
but it's kind of like transparent
Mhm.
color papers. I don't know the exact name, but we put on the lights. We
Ah.
wrap it up the lights with those
Yeah,
color
yeah.
papers, and then we make those places a little bit more dark. Like, give the atmosphere, and then
Like festival atmosphere.
yeah, and then
Old club one, yeah.
we buy like 1,000 chips to prepare that event. We buy some roulette. I mean, small like board game type of roulette thing, but that we put on like tiles, like
Yeah.
I don't know the exact name, but like blankets with the like thick blankets to cover up the school desks, so
Mhm.
it feels like a little bit more real.
Fuck, that's awesome.
Yeah, it was just great. It was great. But you know what? The casino was my idea. But thankfully, my teacher allowed it. Like,
Uh-huh.
and he also liked it. You guys doing casinos? Let's go.
I think at that age is like so brilliant that you can make that ideas to open casino, because I don't know
Yeah.
how casino works like that, because I don't know it right now too, but how he does know everything else. Yeah.
You forgot everything about the high school.
No.
roots?
I don't know how the casino works.
Casino works.
Yeah. And
yeah,
I don't
yeah.
know. I have no
Yeah.
idea on casino games too.
Yeah, you don't know now, but
Yeah.
Peter knew when he was a teenager.
Yeah.
yeah.
Mm.
How do you know how to play blackjack?
Blackjack.
I guess you just look it up.
The funny thing is, I was a dealer of the roulette, so because like it's also a ceremony, so you have to, even though you work there, you want to enjoy other booths and hang out with your friends,
Yeah.
right? So we have like a timetable for each dealers. So I was but most time I was a roulette dealer, and I also because teacher told how to play blackjack and roulette in the other
Wow. And he's
games.
Korean?
Yeah, he was a social teacher.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. And then he told me he told us how to play blackjack and roulette, how to bet the poker too, like how it works at the time. So like,
Wow.
but it's like it's only 501, and it's 501. You can nowadays you can only buy gum. Wow.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like a experience thing, right? You can experience
yeah.
those things, but it was under Korean education is very conservative, like we're really like respective. But I think this is also you should know. I think you should know how it works. I think you should.
Yeah.
For fun, and also after
in the
that,
mind.
and I realized that playing card games is really fun, and that's why sometimes when I hang out with my old friends who are lived in my near town, when I visit my friends because my some friends go abroad or like living outside of Seoul, and then I visit their home with my old friends, and then we just talk. It's a free chat about how's it going, bro. Like, and then how about poker? But like small money, like a 10,000 one, and then play poker a little bit, and then it's kind of fun for fun. It's not not a gambling serious problem of your family. No, it's like just for fun. Yeah.
All gamblers start with entertainment. Yeah.
No,
But they could be addicted to it. Yeah.
I'm not addicted. I only play poker for for 6 months once.
You're not a gambler, but
I'm not a gambler. Yeah.
yeah, but gamblers start with that one.
But the point is, I'm not addicted because I always lose my money.
Yeah, poker's different because poker's like mostly a skill game rather than luck.
Yeah. Luck, 40% and 60% is your skills.
I think luck depends on only 1%.
But luck is also important.
I think it depends how good you are.
Yeah.
Luck becomes less and less important.
Yeah.
in
Poker face.
Yeah. Same with
Poker
blackjack.
face, Yeah.
That's a common thing in Australia too. Guys will get together and have poker nights.
But the gambling is legal in your country, right?
Yeah.
And there's lots of casinos over the regions, yeah?
Yeah. I don't think there's as many as Korea, but we have half the population.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's legal. There's casinos everywhere. Like all the capital cities anyway.
Like betting, like sports betting, and also like
Yeah, sports
gambling
betting's
is
massive.
also like a very massive industry outside of Korea. But I believe like Korea should also face the truth, because many Koreans, especially in high school time, especially guys, they do sports betting with illegally by the online. But like many are doing that thing. Why don't you legalize those things and then get tax from them? Like,
Yeah.
it's way better, I think, because that's why not only my words, but also there's the Korean Baseball Association leader. He also say that we all know sports bettings are prevail in the online in Korea. Why don't we just legalize and get tax from them? Yeah.
Yeah.
It makes more tax from them. Yeah. Why don't we do
illegal
like that?
sports betting does 3 times the revenue of the global drug trade.
Right.
And it's also run by the triads out of Macau and Hong Kong.
Right.
Thank you for giving your opinion, Mr. Lin. I offended. So I want to say negative, because the gambling can ruin someone's family, financial one, and then gambling should belong to illegal ones in Korea.
I mean, like, I think, you know what? I know you personally, Ben, and I know you're very conservative, and then really like liberal person. I think you believe.
Yeah, I'm right, man.
Yeah, right. You're a right sider.
Yeah.
But at this topic, I feels like I'm more right sider than you.
Yeah.
Because I feels like freedom, like gamble about your family, like whatever. It depends on you. And the country's work is like legalize or illegalize, the best thing about the country is like getting more taxes. But the problem is we all know the online casinos and those things are prevail, but we cannot get taxes from them, and then the illegal gambling website owners are gaining lots of money, and then they're not paying taxes. This is also a problem, and I think we should legalize, and at least we get the tax fees from them. It's way more better, I think. And then I think many Koreans are really very allergic about gambling and like weed or something. Still, I don't believe like a drug should. I feel the drugs and like those things should be illegal still, because it's very harmful for personal health also. But at least gambling and sports betting is also prevailed in online. So I think, how about let's face the truth? We all know it's in here.
Yeah.
Why don't we legalize and get tax from them? Like
But they're also, the worst thing about the illegal sports betting things is they don't have any limits. They target children. Like they try to target the vulnerable.
Right.
And like the legal ones, if you are seen to have a problem, or like you go over the limit, or you try to make multiple accounts, they like ban you.
Yeah.
Or you can ban yourself.
Yeah, they can have breaks, but
Yeah.
illegal gamblings, they don't have breaks. It's also helpful for gamblers, I think.
Yeah.
At least.
Like they try to addict people.
Yeah.
Like, have you guys heard about it's not Call of Duty, it's like one of those video games where you buy skins for guns, like different...
Fortnite?
Yeah, it's Fortnite, and there's I think there's a couple of them. But it's like there's companies where you can, they're like slot machines. like you just hit the button and it spins. Sometimes you get a skin that's worth 50 cents, sometimes you get one that's worth 10 grand. But it's because it's mostly teenagers playing these games. It gets them, like it puts them in front of gambling at such a young age, and it addicts them early and goes into their adulthood.
Actually, like there's a football game in Korea, is FC Online, formerly like FIFA Online. It's also gambling, because like there's a player's card, right? For example, maybe Cristiano Ronaldo, and then they have their maybe 20th season Cristiano Ronaldo, for example, and then there's like they make the cards like becoming like +2, 3, or 4, 7 or something, and the percentage of the plus is like random. So they spend their money to buy those and change their online money, and then make those cards making add as a plus, and then it becomes like the price skyrockets. So it's like
just exposes it to people too early.
Yeah, actually, if you illegalize the gambling, someplace it's happening. Like we all know, like even the guys, even the kids, and also like NCSoft is also like a famous Korean game company, and NCSoft is also famous for just like the skins, like I told about the gun skin, like a sword. There's also the sword. You need like these elements to make the swords, and the percentage to make as a sword is random. So like, if you finally make it and you can sell in online like a crazy amount of money, and then you can buy a car with the sword. Like, see, like even though you illegalize the gambling in here, at some aspect, gambling is happening, I think.
So thank you for giving your opinions.
Yeah.
I'm so respectful your opinions, but okay, first of all, like that, you said like you can take tax from the underground society, like such as gambling.
Yeah.
But it's not the top priority. Like in Korea, the sex industry, is illegal too.
Yeah.
I think sex industry should be legal one, then like faster than that gambling one, and then
I also think we should legalize the
sex industries. Do not offend or like destroy someone else, like their family or like finance things. It can depend on.
It depends.
Yeah, it depends. But gambling is like belongs to money and finance.
Yeah.
So it can harm other families, society. Like there's lots of problems. And then you said that like in Korea there's only all gamblings are not illegal ones. So like a whole,
you told me lotteries
such
and
as
proto, like
for example, horse game.
horse
You
games.
can bet.
Yeah.
You can bet.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you can bet. So there's like a gambling, legal gambling things in Korea, such as horse race and Jongsan Casino. So we have options, but we don't. I think we don't need to expand the gambling society to other things. Yeah, because it's enough.
I think like I sometimes feels like I'm more liberal than him, like because like you told the lottery things and proto things like like horse riding things and it also like cigarettes in here is also run by part of the governments in here. So
Really?
governments are because
Tax.
as you see, cigarettes, lottery, sports betting, and horse riding. These are like high profitable things,
Yeah.
and also very like addictive. But do country banned it? No, it run by the own government, which is
That's crazy.
that's crazy. Like it's kind of very they're lying because they always say cigarette is bad, like gambling is bad for your family, like you should not. But the casinos, lotteries, horse ridings, cigarettes are all run by governments, which is like,
That's crazy.
what are you guys doing? And that's why like, and also that's why I feels like the government should also allow to the private agencies, private companies to start a business in here because it makes more because the private when you open to a private it makes more competitive and then is I think it's more helpful for the each of the players who really enjoy it and then it will not only those gamblings but also based on the sports industry. Gambling is kind of sports betting is kind of part of the sports industry.
Yeah.
When you look around the United States, United Kingdom, or any places where the sports betting is illegal, sports betting is a very very big part of the sports industry, and it elevates the industry based on the finance and the like marketing and everything. But the problem is countries and people always saying in Korea especially say gambling is bad. Those are bad, wrong things. But the only place you can do betting and gambling is based on the country's government, run by country's government, which is like
That's crazy.
that's crazy. And also they always say like it's illegal. If you can say illegal, you should ban everything then. But it's run by government, so it doesn't make sense to me. Like, so you told me the sex industry is also. I think about this topic, I'm more liberal than you. I think I always say, sex industry should be legalized.
Yeah.
For me,
the sex industry thing in Korea is crazy
Mm.
because like it's illegal, but it's really out in the open.
It's prevail.
Like you can, like I told you one of the jobs I tried to get at a hostel.
I
It
told
was
you.
in an alley.
You told me. Yeah.
Yeah, it was in an alley that had like karaoke places, but they weren't karaoke, and it was just like an 80s movie. It was just brothels, literally with red lights,
No.
very clearly
Yeongdeungpo,
prostitutes.
right?
Not in Yeongdeungpo, in Jongno.
Jongno.
How I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Well, how do you know it?
So I walked past it and I saw it.
Oh.
And
Why?
Side question. I haven't. Yeah.
You haven't. Okay.
yeah, it was in like an alley, off an alley.
No.
Yeah, but in Australia it's legal, but it's not as out in the open.
Mm.
And like at least the brothels in Canberra, they're run by bikie gangs, and they're like kind of gross and shady, and it's much more like frowned upon.
Mm.
But in Korea, it seems like it's like East Asia as well. It seems like it's less frowned upon, but it's illegal.
Yeah, I
And,
think
more out in the open. It's crazy.
legalizing the sex industry is so important for hygiene and health
Yeah.
for human and
Yeah.
for me the government role is to prevent the family from breaking like buy
Mhm.
money or finance. So gambling is like can be a drug for a member of family, and then it gets if there's for example yeah, example like if your father is addicted to gambling and you cannot control him by yourself, and he spent lots of money and all your family's money to gambling, you got lost. You have nothing.
So you mean you should illegalize the gambling because it's too addictive?
Yeah.
Mm.
So if you wanna like only that game, gambling without money is fine
But that's not gambling.
because
It's just game, right?
money
Yeah.
should be gotten by work or investment. It's not investment
Yeah, I do believe, but why do government allow the betting run by their own agencies? Why?
because they offer some freedom to Korean citizens. Because yeah, but it can be operated by different ways. But they didn't block all gambling. They offer some freedom to Korean citizens, and Korean citizens can have options for gambling.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah,
they
yeah.
do have
But
it.
but it can be operated by different way in different ways. Yeah, it's right. But it's a different issue like we're debating. But the gambling, the expanding gambling society can be a dangerous factor in our society. Maybe.
Mm. I think I get it. What your point is, you are very more taking care about the society more, but I feels like you know, each person who are really, if the person who can fucked up their family, there's diverse ways to fuck up their families. Like
They'll find
Yeah.
a way.
yeah, they find a way.
Yeah, yeah. But legalizing and illegalizing is so different.
Okay.
Why? Because if there's like a casino in your village, you can go there or you can enter there easily, and you
Mm.
can be addicted more easily.
Mm.
Okay, but if it is illegal, you don't have the chance often in your daily lifetime, and then you have no factors to enter there.
How about your personal experience? Like, I feels like you are not really into the like gamblings or sports betting or whatever. But so those people, I think even some people, even the country to legalize those gambling and sports bettings. I think the people who really believe that's harmful, I think they will don't touch it. So
Yeah, because it's illegal now and
Yeah.
people still do it.
yeah, it's illegal
No,
now,
no,
but
the-
people
but
are still doing.
The minority people do it, but not major one. But legally, that one can attract lots of people. Than
Mm.
now, the number
that's
of
true.
people now, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true, but I think we should face the reality. Like many things is up to you in nowadays in Korean society. Like even the way you the work the place you work, like the way you wear, the way you eat, like everything isn't free. The legalized and illegalized is that illegal thing is how it harmful your family is. How about the soju? We are soju bros, but there's many people are alcoholic
Yeah, sure.
and fucked up their families.
yeah.
But the country allowed it. So, like drawing the lines between how we legalize or allow it is like based on how we think. But it feels like you allow alcohol, like you allow anything, but you don't allow sports betting and gambling. But still, the government agencies and government places allow them, only run by governments. So this means you are only the governments want to get all the money from them. How about let's legalize it? I think at least like most of the people who are fair enough, like who are very clear, who are normal, I believe they don't really get addicted and fucked up their family. I think like any different ways, still with these legalized boundaries in South Korean society, still there's like tons of ways to fuck up your family. I think like crazy investments. Like I don't know, there's
True.
there's so many ways to fuck up your families. But I believe you can leave it to freedom, like legalize it and leave it to your own civilians, like how they decide. Because we are living in we're not under the like dictatorship or communism
Martial
or
law.
something. You martial, yeah, I think I know you are very.
Yeah.
I get it. I get your idea. I get it. But
so interesting.
yeah, but I feels like I'm more liberal than you
Okay, yeah.
about this topic.
But yeah,
Very interesting.
your opinion is so interesting, and but if history is any guided, in American history, the U.S. government banned from like drinking alcohol in
Yeah,
the
yeah.
past, but it failed to make it clear what
Yeah.
So without that history, there's no banning from drinking alcohol
Mm.
around the world, but banning gambling is in other countries and our country too. So it's like a different issue.
But banning gambling. Which country are banned in gambling?
It's like as I know that the Middle Asia
Middle Asia.
and several countries of East Asia too.
Yeah.
But I have no details, so I can say it. But that drinking alcohol can be a big issue too. But
Oh.
nowadays, yeah, there's some minor countries who block drinking alcohol too, but it's not like a prevalent, right?
How do you think about the porn?
And one more, and then one more.
Yeah, okay.
And you say that we hate dictatorship.
Yeah,
It's okay,
yeah.
but we like freedom. But it doesn't mean it's freedom all over the regions or all over the fields.
Any aspects, right?
Yeah, right.
Okay.
If in Korea, if you wanna say, I love North Korea, I wanna go to North Korea, I respect Kim Jong Un, it can be so dangerous, right? It can be sensitive.
Yeah, it could be sensitive. Yeah.
So all not freedom is allowed to us, and the same as in German too. If someone says "Hi Hitler," it can be a issue or
Yeah,
problem.
it
It's
will be
not
cancelled,
for
yeah.
all freedom. Yeah.
Right. I
So
get it.
we live in a restricted freedom society.
Right.
Yeah, we should admit it,
Mm.
and then it's kinda gambling society.
I think you kind of it feels like you exaggerate the gambling and sports betting as like a very, very dangerous kryptonite for society.
I know, because you told like a dictatorship and freedom, so I told you.
Yeah, I mean, like, I feels like you are kind of exaggerate the gambling and sports betting as a really, really dangerous thing. But I feels like not really. I feel not that serious, not that crazy dangerous. I feels like even cocaine will be dangerous more.
Yeah, sure. So
I
it's
s- that's
illegal.
what yeah, but sports betting and gambling. Then why we allow lottery run by governments in Korea? It's also addictive. My grandpa is always buying lotteries every week. Is he
Really?
addicted? Yeah, he addicted. But like same as sports betting. I feels like sports betting.
But there's no one who ruin or who destroy his family, society by lottery,
By a
or
lottery.
sports game in Korea.
So I feels like we can legalize it and we can put some like restrictions in there. And because nowadays my father is a teacher and then high school teacher, and he always told me like there's like half of the students are doing sports betting through illegal online
That's crazy.
website. But it's so prevailed, but we kind of like close our eyes and just talking about with close our eyes. So we should face the truth that it's kind of prevailed, and that's why many website owners are getting a crazy amount of money without paying any taxes.
Yeah.
I think this is wrong to me, I think. So how about legalize it and let's put under the control of the law. So that, as we can say, we can put on the restrictions and the regs under the law. Because I think it's more safe than right now, I believe. But it's my personal opinion. But
So it's like a way of casino in Jeongsan?
Huh?
It's like a
the way it works
or
in
manner,
casino.
like a
Yeah, it
Jeongsan
could be.
casino.
It could be just not like we're not allowing private
non-restriction. Yeah.
Yeah, private casino. No, under the laws allowance, and then you can give certifications, how can you reach those numbers, and then we can allow the casinos more, even for Koreans, and not only casinos but also sports betting, because sports betting is a big industry, but we only put on legal one with small amount, and then a lot of big parts outside of the law,
Yeah.
and we cannot get tax from them, and we don't know how that size it is. But how about let's legalize it and then put as a format, and we can put on the law restrictions under the law. It will be more helpful to the country, and then we can get more tax fees, I think. So it's a big win and win situation, I think. Like way. My personal view. It's under my personal view. Yeah.
Yeah, it can be an experimentary practice. Maybe.
Right. Okay. Is it sports betting is a big thing in Australia too?
Yeah, I think we're the biggest sports bettors in the world.
Or
As
Australians?
far, yeah, as far as legal ones.
Mm.
So that's the thing. Like I was saying, the illegal sports betting triples the drug trade.
Right.
So if you see, because when you watch football and they have ads on the banners on the side of the field and even on the field.
All sports betting
Yeah.
firms. Yeah.
So if I heard about this one player who plays in the Premier League in England,
Mm-hmm.
and he plays, I think he's Malaysian.
Malaysian?
Yeah. So the illegal companies, they put ads, because those signs on the field, they're like an after effect.
Yeah.
Like they edit it on.
Yeah.
So they advertise things to Malaysia
Mm.
for Premier League games
Yeah.
when this Malaysian guy's playing.
right.
And gambling's illegal in Malaysia, but they're marketing it to the illegal market.
So it's like a prevail.
Yeah.
Very prevail. Yeah.
That's why, if you watch one of the Premier League games, there's a website called, I think it's something weird, like just 8866.com.
Bet88.com. Yeah. Those kind of banners and
that
everywhere. Yeah.
That means nothing. It's because their first website would have been called football bets, and the second one would have been Premier League bets.
Mm.
Because they keep targeting places where it's illegal, they keep getting shut down by global laws. So they have to cancel that website, make a new one, cancel that one. So it's become 8866.
Right.
And there's heaps of them.
right. Especially, you told me about the Premier League of the soccer, but not only soccer, but when you look around the American sports, like maybe NBA or MLB or boxing or UFC, they just put on the drafts, the odds, underdogs and top dogs in their graphics. It's very normal in the United States. I feel like,
but it's the same in Australia.
Yeah, but not only in the United States, but also soccer, Real Madrid, AC Milan, these famous European football teams at that 2011 or 12 at the time. Their main sponsor was BWIN.com, which is also a sports betting company, which is very big, very, very big industry. But I feel like Korea is kind of close their eyes and ignore it. But there's prevailing underground, and you cannot get tax from them. It's bad for government, I think.
Yeah, it's the same in America as in Australia. It's the same.
Mm.
It's massive. Every now and then the big guys will get in trouble.
Mm.
Like one of the guys who owned a company called Waterhouse.
Mm-hmm.
The government was starting to crack down on the sports bet things.
Yeah.
So all his competitors eased off a little bit, and then he got on in halftime, standing on the field with his microphone. And he gave the odds for the game going on, and pissed off everybody. And he had to pay a massive fine.
Mm.
Yeah.
But there's also a funny instance that some football players betting they're scoring the goals,
Mm-hmm.
then they score the goals and get the money too. But I told that we should allow the sports betting, but I'm not saying allowing that kind of thing, because also in some countries that are allowing sports betting, there's a really big wrong, so they give hard punishment about it.
But as I know, there is already a sporting betting games in Korea too.
Sports betting
is legal, right?
What you mean?
So legal sporting betting game here in Korea.
Run by government.
Yeah.
Proto, yeah, it's legal, but like this amount of the because have you bought lottery in Korea?
No.
You've never
Yeah.
Lotto.
No.
You-
No.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Does everybody do that?
But like it's like 5,000 won with the cash, and you can buy it. But most of the people buy lottery, not a sports betting lottery run by government.
Yeah, I always see there's always like a queue, a line at those places.
Oh, there's a queue and people stand the line to
Mm.
buy the lottery. You saw that, yeah.
It's like every day at like rush hour when everyone's coming home from work because they're always outside
Yeah, with the shirts
station
on,
exits. Yeah,
with the bag.
You can buy a lottery in Korea.
I guess so.
I don't know about the law about that, foreigners.
I don't know why they would restrict it
Mm-hmm.
because it's just more money for them.
Yeah. Korea is very conservative.
But yeah, I've never bought a lottery ticket.
They banned a lot of things. But yeah. Yeah. My personal opinion, so. But I get what you what you mean, like protecting the families and protecting the civilians.
Yeah.
I totally get it. I
Because
totally get it.
It is so related to Korean economic too. Economy.
Yeah, I do believe, but you kind of exaggerate too much about like it's too dangerous. It's just like a drugs or LSD or cocaine. No, it's not actually. It's not really that crazy, addictive, like life changing, like a family
Yeah.
collapsing thing. It's like it's just
For most people, yeah.
yeah. For most people, it's like okay. It's just like oh, you watch baseball and then how about we bet? I'll bet for Twins. How about you? I'll bet for Eagles. Okay, let's go buy it. And then attend to a game and then, oh shit, I lose the game. Type of thing. So,
Yeah, it is interesting. Like same as the sex industry thing, how the government knows it's happening, but they don't seem to be trying to stop it.
the funny thing is, it's kind of personal, but Nick is living near Yeongdeungpo, right?
Yeah.
And near Yeongdeungpo, there's a street
Yeah.
of the sex industries. And the funny thing is, it's all illegal, right? But the police cars pass down the road.
Yeah.
Just ignore it. Yeah. Same point of view as my sports betting, which
Yeah.
is legalized and get taxed from them. Yeah.
That's what I mean. Like when I first moved there, I didn't know that was there, obviously. And I was just walking down the street because it's like uptown where there's fancy hotels and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
and then that street, and then where I live. So I walk down the street,
Right.
and you can just see girls in windows, and like they have these little like pop-up tent things. And there'd be a lady sitting in there. And they're like, hey. I don't know. I guess you pay them, and then there's like a secret
Yeah.
door or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Because I can't imagine it's like happening out in these
it's kind of a
tents.
sucky $5 or something. yeah, it's kind of happening there.
Surely it's not $5.
It will be more than that.
But also, you know how we're talking about Derim, and you told
Yeah.
Ali we named her for
Yeah.
podcast, or she named herself, and saying Derim's like dodgy. I looked that up. Apparently, it's dodgy because Derim's the only place I've been in Seoul where the street signs didn't have any English, but there was some that had Chinese.
Chinese wars, yeah.
So there's lots of like Korean Chinese and Chinese Koreans that live there.
Right.
Chinese love gambling. So apparently most of the crime that's committed there are like underground gambling
Right.
dens.
Yeah.
So it's like, if I know that,
Yeah.
surely the police know this.
Yeah.
And
But they
like, if
kind
I
of
saw
like
these
ignore
prostitutes-
it.
Yeah.
They kind of like allow a little bit more. Like, oh, okay, you can do that.
Yeah.
Like that. Yeah.
That's why it's strange. Like, it's legal, but it's illegal, but they
Yeah,
don't
so-
care. It's
Yeah.
illegal. It's legal in Australia, but it's run by like gangsters.
Right.
So yeah, I think like
I
that
don't get it.
legalizing that sex industry and illegal like pucha or like restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
They should be legalized.
Mm.
But gambling is other field for me.
Gambling. How about
Yeah.
sports betting? Sports betting is okay.
Sporting betting is kind of gambling, but yeah, it's kind of bad. But if there's
But I know what you mean because like when you ask my grandpa and grandma and legalizing gambling, they'll be lose their minds and like be mad, right?
Yeah.
So
So yeah, I hate the betting money on luck
yeah, we all.
for entertainment, but it is gambling for me.
Yeah, but I think because many Koreans they have in their minds that it's kind of truth and it's kind of like a personal experience or whatever that somebody are too addicted to gambling and their family collapsed. It's kind of a very prevailed stories for Koreans.
Yeah, it's all people would hear about.
Yeah, yeah. So like, but you should also know that alcoholic dads fucked up their family. It's also still there. It's like,
Yeah.
but why you allow alcohol, but why you do not allow gambling?
But
Why?
you know what? The gambling, okay, the debt, debt of money is accompanied by gambling, but a debt of money is not accompanied by drinking a lot.
Mm.
It's not a normal thing, yeah.
Yeah.
But you know what? The debt of money is so scary things. It inflated a lot, passing time.
Mm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but if you lose money on gambling, it can be that money, and then the bank will not lend money easily to you because you have no credibility of borrowing money.
Mm.
So it can be make a bigger issue,
Mm.
and then the issue can broaden
Mm.
other areas.
So like how do you think about investments? Buying livestock, not livestock, but buying apartments and buildings or houses or ground
Yeah,
or investing your money on the stock market
yeah,
or bitcoins like coins. Is all it those all are luck. I'm not a luck, but like lean a bit of the luck. Of course, the betting and gambling
yeah.
is also that works. But I believe when you're living in the capitalism society, you bit of lean towards the luck. I think.
Yeah, but investment is not only for entertainment.
I know they get some assets from the
Yeah,
paying the
yeah.
money, right?
Yeah, and then they depend on their rationality and
Very rational, right?
thinking.
Right.
Yeah,
I get
yeah.
it. I get it. Yeah.
Yeah, but gambling is a different kind of things. Yeah,
Mm.
it's only for entertainment. For
Yeah, only for
gaining
entertainment,
money.
yeah. How about the sex industries? Is also only for entertainment.
Yeah, but there's no doubt of money. And then if you wanna sex with someone else, but somebody wanna sex when they won, so they have a liberty or right to sex with someone else.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
the thing
okay.
about-
Yeah.
That's the thing about being illegal is that a lot of the people doing it are like illegal immigrants
Yeah, so
or forced into it.
there's no one who lend money to sex once a day. Yeah, right?
So
Like some
that
people do.
you kind of like think about the dangers of the gambling, addicted about the gambling,
Yeah.
right? I get it. I get it. So that's why many Koreans think like this way. That's why gambling is still illegal in here. But I think we should, I think we should see the truth. Like it's prevail anyway. Like you told about the the Chinese gambling games, mahjong is prevail in the dating places.
What's matcha?
Mahjong is a Chinese
Chinese chess.
chess game.
I've seen people playing on the street.
That's not, it's not Chinese chess like mahjong.
Oh, that's poja.
mahjong.
Is it poja? Like
Uh,
go.
Yeah,
Mahjong.
go is also prevail in Korean. We all know.
Similar.
Even-
I don't know much.
Even mom and dad will know how to play Go.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
I want to learn to play go.
Yeah.
It looks
See,
fun.
we all know those gambling is prevail, but why we are afraid of it? Because even though we plays and we know how it goes,
Hey, but playing Go without money is not gambling.
but many family members play Go with their money.
But
Small amounts, right?
Yeah, small amount.
And also
yeah.
in the only holidays, right?
yeah.
I know it.
Because gambling is illegal in Korea. If gambling is illegal in Korea, they bet a large amount of money when
Okay.
they play
Okay,
Go.
Nick, who is lefty right now? who is lefty?
Actually, I'm a conservative. Yeah.
Yeah, but
Ben is a conservative who just very much respects the law.
yeah.
Too much.
I love my country.
I love my country too. But I believe more about the people.
I don't believe.
Oh, really?
What? That's the opposite of conservative.
Yeah.
I don't believe. Because so
That's dictatorship.
no, it's different. But the regulation by government is required.
Yeah, I believe it too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some points.
If
Yeah.
you guys believe or trust everyone, there no regulation is required, right? We can have any guns because we don't kill people. Yeah, but why getting gun is illegal in most countries? Yeah, for prevent accidents by people. That's all.
You can get guns in Korea though.
No, it's only in gun like shooting place or like for hunting. But if you want to hunt by guns, you should keep your gun in police station, and only when using that guns you can get it.
Yeah, but like you can still have one. If I wanted to kill somebody, I'll just get it from the police station and kill them.
No, but it's not your style. We can keep them at home. Yeah.
Okay.
So I think the reason why the government is keep citizens safe and regulate something else to prevent dangerous things and keep society wealth and safe. Yeah.
Society wealth and safety in for the most of the people's goodness, right?
Yeah, so
get it.
how much they keep is depending on their like liberal country or like authority country like that.
So like
Yeah.
I still believe like you. The reason why the government and the countries exists is because
Yeah.
the make the society safe, the civilians safe, and for the public goodness.
Yeah, we are not
Yeah.
anarchists. Yeah.
Yeah, so the welfares and any fairness, like I know, but
Depends on the government.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, you are, but I think the difference between you and me is about the lines, like
Yeah, yeah, right.
how
yeah.
you can allow it for your personal ideas, like you can allow it, you can let it people do whatever we want with this part, with this allowance, like tolerance. With this tolerance, it's based on people difference. But me, I think a little bit more tolerant than him about this. But
Yeah.
yeah, I'm not saying the country should not be like that. I also agree with it, but based on my personal experience,
Because
yeah.
you're like that, you believe in people. So I said,
I believe in more people.
yeah,
Ah,
the less I believe in people, yeah,
mm,
than you believe. Yeah.
okay. It's funny. I never expect today's topic will go like this way.
It's kind of
Yeah.
debate, yeah,
Yeah.
discussion.
Yeah. How about in Australia? Is it gambling and sex industry or sports betting is all legalized in there?
Yeah, it's all legalized. They put limits on everything. But-
Mm.
They're easy to bypass. Like one of the first ones they brought in we have a big problem with pokey machines.
Yeah.
So you just put money in and just
Slot machines.
Yeah.
yeah.
I saw it. Yeah.
Like they're designed to addict you and to take your money.
Mm-hmm.
Like they're actually designed for that.
Right.
So one of the first things they did was a $250 limit on ATMs,
Mm.
like in places that have these things. So as soon as they did that, the clubs, they would say like, ATM is here,
Mm.
and then 2 meters away, they would have a staff member there that ready to hand out cash
Mm.
straight from the thing, and then you can do it as many times as you want. And then when they told them to stop doing that, they just direct you to the ATM that's outside.
Mhm.
It's terrible.
Yeah.
Oh. But yeah,
Mm.
sports betting is massive.
Yeah. Sports betting is massive.
A bunch of casinos, but yeah, poker machines. I think the biggest problem
Mm.
because they're in like every pub.
Mm. Ah, really?
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
at least in New South Wales, they're in every pub. In ACT, they're just in like clubs, so it's like
Mm.
not like nightclubs. They have like a restaurant and a
Yeah.
bar, and you can watch football games and stuff. And then half the building is just poker machines. Yeah, it's terrible.
Make you get drunk and very vulnerable, and then
Yeah.
use the games to get addicted, right?
Yeah.
Right.
But the crazy thing with them, because everybody used them,
Mm.
it's like when you first turn 18, you try them. Just about everyone I know won when they were 18,
Mm-hmm.
and that addicted them.
Mm.
It was like every time they went out, they would put it. Like I had one friend, he would regularly put his entire paycheck every week.
That's the reason why he have an idea like that. Yeah.
Yeah, but then like that was when there was no restrictions at all.
Mm.
They keep trying to bring them in, but people just find a way around them.
Right.
But yeah, as far as the sex industry, I only know, like, I know one guy I used to work for that tried to do that, like start his own business doing that.
Mm.
And so you have to, I think anybody doing it, you have to have like regular STD checks and all that sort of stuff. But yeah, apart from that, I don't know much about it. I just know, and I'm like, the girls make a ton of money. Like, I used to date this girl who, while she was at a rehab center.
Rehab center?
Yeah.
Of what? Jesus.
I don't
You had
know.
a wild
Yeah, I know.
background stories.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, while she was at this rehab center,
Yeah.
she met a prostitute.
Mm.
And this prostitute was saying that she would come down, because they like travel around the country.
Yeah.
And they'd like advertise on their website or whatever, like I'll be in Sydney, I'll be in Canberra.
Yeah.
She was saying she'll come to Canberra for this car festival.
Mm-hmm.
Like all the country fucks come into town
Mm.
and they run amok all over the place. She said she made $30,000 in one weekend.
Jesus.
$30,000 in one weekend.
Jesus.
And she said that the crazy thing was, apart from that amount of money, the other crazy thing was that a lot of those guys, they didn't want sex, they just wanted to like cuddle.
Only to cuddle.
Yeah.
Holy shit, I want to be there.
Oh, that's sad. Yeah, $30,000 in one weekand.
$30,000 for cuddle. That is
Yeah.
crazy amount of money for cuddling.
Yeah. So US dollars, that'd be like 18 grand, I think.
Jesus. Even the free hugs in the United States.
Yeah.
like a free hugs. Like, what the fuck is
They can
going
make
on?
a fortune.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Yeah.
Wow.
She was an interesting girl. She was covered in tattoos.
You know, they will.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, you mean the car festival? Like car show? Like
Yeah, it was just it.
the people who owns their fancy cars drove down the streets with the, like, they hang out with.
Yeah.
this
Yeah, it's
type of
mostly
thing,
like
right?
muscle cars and
Yeah.
we'll do like burnouts and stuff.
Yeah, and then the
Yeah.
and like Porsche, Ferrari. Like I saw
Yeah.
the video clips about it.
It used to be heaps better because they just have like a circuit around the showground where they did it,
Yeah,
and they would just do burnouts for you if you cheered loud
Shit.
enough.
their tires.
Yeah, and like girls would sit in the back of trucks and like flash their tits to
Yeah.
like all the guys. Then they banned both those things,
Oh, really?
so I stopped going.
Oh, okay. I saw
Shit,
the
man.
video clip that the Porsche and Ferrari turned down the streets, and the BMW i8 the owner, which is like electric car.
Yeah,
He opened the window and then he make the sounds with his voice like, like that.
yeah.
Everybody laugh it out, like those kind of shows, right? You mean
Kind of. They're
kind
more
of.
like there's not many Ferraris and things. It's more like
old cars?
yeah, it'd be like a car from the '90s that they've like worked on.
Wow, like Nissan
Yeah.
GTRs or thing.
Yeah, but yeah, the reason I stopped going is because the crowd at tracks are like
Like old
Like-
old Chevys or
yeah,
yeah.
like old Holdens and Falcons and things.
old Holdens. Yeah.
But they'd be like that's the worst weekend of the year to go out to the nightclubs because all the guys that go to that are just looking for trouble. Like they would just want to start fights and they're super aggressive with girls.
Yeah.
So it's the worst time to go out.
Right. I think so too.
But yeah,
Wow.
I like the cars though.
Hmm.
Got the world record for the most amount of cars doing a burnout in one spot
Oh,
in
really?
Canberra. Yeah,
Wow. That's wild.
good for the environment.
Good for the environment. Wow.
Do you guys have any like car shows, stuff like that here?
There's a motor
show.
motor shows in Korea in the like starts it's only in the once in a 2 year, like 2015, 17,
Okay.
like 19, 21st, 23rd, like 25th. Maybe I think this year they will hold it like
Yeah. Okay.
only for once in 2 years, and then but not many fancy big motor and just companies are participating. I think no Ferraris, no no McLarens, like those.
It'd be a good year for
Massive.
Korea for that though. It's like all the Hyundais,
Yeah,
like they're big now.
they're kind of big. Yeah, they're big.
Is
They're
there
big.
Samsung too? Leno Samsung?
Samsung is not right now running. They gave up
Yeah,
their industry of the
So
car.
in that motor show.
Renault.
Yeah.
Renault is in there. Renault and Peugeot
Peugeot.
and
Is
Citroën.
it
you know.
Japanese one?
No, Peugeot is French.
French.
But I mean the Renault, the Korea, the Renault Samsung is like a Samsung is not making a car, but they label
yeah.
the Renault Samsung, which is a car made by technologies and built under the Renault,
Yeah.
and then Samsung labeled them as
Yeah, yeah,
Renault
right, yeah.
Samsung. And
Okay.
I heard like 2018 or like some couple of years ago, Samsung gave up about those labeling things, and Renault owns the own business in here. But the problem is Renault is having a hard time nowadays, and
Oh.
Renault and Nissan is like a
Yeah.
one company, and Nissan gave up the Korean market, and they leave
Oh.
like
Really?
a couple of years before. That's why Nissan GTR is like a super massive,
Yeah.
expensive in the like second-handed car market in Korea, because Nissan, you cannot buy Nissan now in here. You cannot fix
Really?
Nissan because the parts are really expensive. You know, that's why second-handed car of the GTR is really expensive in Korea.
That's interesting.
Yeah,
How about Hyundai car in your country?
Hyundai in Australia.
Yeah,
I think it's
common.
kind of a symbol of Korean car. Yeah.
Yeah, Hyundai.
Yeah, Hyundai and Kia.
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 Kia is
yes,
famous for
famous.
SUVs, right?
Yeah.
Like a big car.
Yeah, now.
Yeah.
Now, yeah. They were more famous for like the Stinger.
Stinger.
Yeah.
Ah.
And it's like reliable sort of little cars.
Mm.
Yeah.
How about the Genesis? They're
Hyundai one.
yeah.
They're getting bigger, yeah.
They're getting bigger.
They've only been around the
Oh.
last 5 years,
Mm.
maybe 6 years, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't even know. I wasn't even sure they were Hyundai for a while.
They-
Because they're like, their showrooms are really fancy.
They're trying to hide it is from Hyundai.
So you own your car when you were in Australia?
Yeah, I had a Subaru.
Subaru,
Subaru.
Yeah.
it's Japanese car. Japanese car.
Ah.
The WRX.
The Boxer engine.
Yeah. It's super fun.
Yeah. Subaru.
You're good at driving.
Yeah, I think so.
Is it automatic or manual?
manual.
Manual.
Yeah.
이종
You're the
보통?
man.
Yeah.
수동.
수동.
Oh, you're the man. You're the man.
Yeah, in Canberra, you pretty much have to have a car to survive.
Survive.
Yeah. Because like the city's really spread out.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good cities for driving. There's not heaps of traffic.
Good.
Yeah, it's
Very
good.
good. Wow. Do you have any plans to buy a car?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Yeah.
But maybe a couple years later.
I'm a little bit scared of driving by myself.
Oh wow, boozy guy. You need a driver, right?
I have to get ready for it. Yeah.
But how about when you work and then you live in Seoul? You
Yes,
really
I
wanna-
think I should be. I have to get ready for it soon. Yeah.
soon.
Soon.
Right. And sadly, if you drive a car, you cannot drink.
So I think it's so not comfortable for me. Yeah, because when I go outside, I only need to take a bus or subway or taxi.
Oh,
Or I love Tesla. Yeah, I have no need to drive myself. Yeah.
oh man.
I'm surprised how many people drive in Korea because the public transport's so good.
In Seoul, especially in Seoul.
Especially in Seoul. When you go outside of Seoul, it's totally different.
Really?
So that's why I have some couple of friends who are outside of Seoul, and not only outside of Seoul, not a megapolis, not from megapolis friends. They all have their own cars because without cars they cannot live
Yeah.
with the public transportation.
Yeah, maybe.
Surely all the major cities have subway though, right?
Yeah, subways and buses. I think public transportation in here is really good. I think
Yeah.
really
Mhm.
well organized, and system's really great, and the price is also very reasonable. But like outside of the like super
Yeah.
fancy. I mean, like big cities. Yeah, still without cars you cannot live
Yeah.
and move.
Do you have an international license of driving?
No, just an Australian license.
Uh-huh.
I think I can drive in most countries.
Because Australian license, if you have, you get allowed to drive other countries. as
Yeah,
well.
most places. Yeah.
Mm-mm.
I want to see you. I want to see your driving in Korea.
I want to do that thing. Logan did.
Look, the BMW circuit.
Yeah,
No, it's kind of famous for Korean guys. Mm.
love to do
The
that.
drift things,
Yeah.
very anime type of shit, like initial D type of shit.
You know the Logan, the last episode.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. If you wanna see the Logan who he is, please check our previous episode. We have 10 minutes left. Yeah.
Right. Driving a car. Do you have any dream cars for you? Ben?
Sure. Lots of things like Genesis,
Genesis.
Porsche.
I personally feels like there's a big gap between Porsche and Genesis.
Yeah.
Dream car.
Dream car.
Lamborghini.
Oh, super dream car.
Ah,
Right?
yeah.
Okay. Get
Dream
it.
should be big.
Yeah. Dream big.
Dream big. How about you?
Me, I want to drive Porsche. That's my dream car.
Same as me. Same as mine. Yeah.
Porsche 911 Spider. My dream.
Very specific.
Because when I was in middle school, I visited Seoul Motor Show. It was
Mhm.
2013 or something. It was my last motor show that I attended. Because at the time I was a car guy. I was mad about the car.
Yeah.
And then the main car of the motor show was like a Porsche 911.
Oh.
And I remember it was blue, like a beautiful blue color, and the interior is yellow, with a gray touch, and it was
Interesting color scheme.
Yeah, it was super beautiful. And the brakes are red, and the wheel was like a black, with the like a unglossy black, like non-glossy black, and for like a middle school Peter. It was so beautiful. It was so beautiful. And then I stand in line to take a seat in there. And I take a seat and whoa, I will be rich. I should be rich. Oh man.
You can get it as a MC in podcast.
Really?
Yeah.
Maybe in 10 years.
Maybe in 10 years.
Yeah.
Yeah. I hope so. How about you? What's your dream car, Nick?
Yeah, same thing. Lamborghini Aventador.
Aventador.
Yeah.
Similar.
The color. What is it? Orange?
I think like army tank green, like matte
Oh,
green.
How about pink?
Jesus. See, very specific. Army
Yeah.
10 green. Army 10 green.
I like the WRX. I had like the souped up version of that, like the STI. I love one of those.
Lamborghini Aventador with the manual, right?
Which
Yeah,
brand
if
of
you can get them.
which brand of cars are popular in your country?
Holden, he told.
Yeah, Holden, Ford, Toyota, obviously.
I know, like a
Biggest in the world.
BMW, Benz, Audi, like that.
Yeah, there's heaps of those. Yeah, that's expensive.
Yeah, expensive
Same
cars.
as Korea.
Right.
Yeah, BMW, Audi, all that sort of stuff. See a few Lamborghinis around.
Germans are making good cars.
Yeah, I think
yeah.
Germans and Japanese cars.
Yeah,
most
Japanese
popular.
cars are great.
But yeah, now like Kia and Hyundai have had their like revamp
Yeah.
facelift thing. They brought out the
yeah.
N.
Yeah, the brand end.
Yeah, they're getting a lot more common.
But Hyundai and Kia, they facelift a lot, I think.
Yeah,
They facelift a lot. It's good for the trend, but the brand's loyalty, I don't know. But they facelift a lot, and then they're trying new things a lot.
yeah, they do it well.
Yeah, I think so too. They're pretty big in here.
I did test drive the Hyundai N, like the i30N.
You told me
Yeah.
that like test drive, and then the seller was like shocked, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it's a fun car to drive.
So if you go back to your country, which brand of car do you want to purchase?
I would buy an N if I could.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
N series. Wow.
yeah. Because the best one, like the Ionic, and like the electric one,
Yeah.
that's as fast as Lamborghinis.
Really?
Yeah, like the videos of them drag racing, they're like right there with each other.
Because
It's crazy.
because it's electronic cars, they really have advantage for the zero back speeds, right?
Mm.
Mm. Yeah, I get it. Yeah. And electric cars are really more fast than other gasoline cars.
Yeah, a lot
Not
of them.
all, but like
Yeah,
most
a lot of them. Yeah.
Fast cars, but I want safe cars.
Yeah.
So I have a How about Volvo? Like
Poor Bull.
safe car.
But I don't know the car well.
You don't know the car.
Yeah, I've heard of it, but I don't know it very well.
But I think when you live in Korea, Hyundai or Kia is the best option because
Yeah.
it's very cheap to find the parts, right?
So I like Genesis.
Yeah.
Fixes. Yeah, Genesis.
Genesis, Porsche, and
Yeah.
Lamborghini.
I'm surprised how Koreans really seem to prefer big cars.
Yeah, we prefer big cars, not small cars. Yeah.
I'm so surprised because you go like off the main street of cities, all the roads are really narrow, and, like winding little alleys to get to apartment buildings and stuff.
Yeah.
It's
But
like the
they buy
last thing you
big
want.
cars.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like I've even seen those massive, like Ford Raptors,
yeah.
like Ram, like the huge trucks.
It's also in here.
Yeah,
I cannot believe they where they can park
yeah,
and where they can drive.
yeah. Like most of the apartment buildings around where I live,
Very
like
narrow.
it's only like 190 centimeters.
Yeah.
the
For
roof.
the underground
Yeah.
parking places for
I
under
see
roof.
some people that would just park like their bonnet under it, and the rest of the car sticking out because it doesn't fit. And that's just like normal little sedans.
Right. Like cars are getting bigger nowadays in here. But the roads are really narrow because
Yeah.
they designed a long time ago. So road is narrow, but the car is getting bigger. So it's
Thing like in England, have you seen the videos of those like country lanes? How they're the same size as they were when people rode horses. So there's like hedges that are only this far apart. And then two cars after it's terrifying.
right.
Oh, that concludes our episode. I don't know what number it is. Episode 6
Yeah, it's episode
for
6.
today.
Yeah.
Thank you for listening, and we'll see you next time.
Thank you.
Thank
Bye
you.
bye. See you next time.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.